Hello everyone, welcome to Carrot Skin Run, where we explore the world of comics. If you love interesting stories, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos.
It seems Ngok Tang Fong holds the 5 elemental spiritual key in great regard. Could it be that it's somehow tied to his cultivation technique? I shall cast an illusion spell upon him. To see if it might draw forth the truth from his heart. Thatch Ngok drew closer, her gaze fixed upon Ngok Tang Fong, causing him to fall into a daze. Look into my eyes, tell me, am I beautiful? Ngok Tang Fong, entranced, wore a foolish smile and drooled slightly. Absolutely stunning. The system detected an illusion and proceeded to dispel it for Tang Fong. System scan. Host under spiritual attack. Illusion dispelled. Host consciousness restored. Tang Fong awakened. He saw Thatch Ngok attempting to beguile him. What treachery is this, not who? Do you think Ngok Thatch would dare use seduction arts on me? I nearly fell for her ruse. Tang Fong feigned lust and let his drool fall again. Lady Ngok Thatch, you are my divine goddess. I desire but a single kiss. Reveal to me the secret buried in your heart, and I shall grant your wish. Tang Fong's mind stirred. So, she's merely probing for my secret. Could it be she's discovered the truth about the system? No, I must silence her before it's too late. But now is a crucial time for cooperation with the Bureau. I'll observe her further. If she truly learns of the system, then I'll erase her without hesitation. Until then, I shall play along. All I ask is a passionate kiss from my goddess. Else not a single word shall escape me. Hey Emph, all men under heaven are the same. Only Daika is a true gentleman with honor. Very well, I shall grant your wish, within a dreamscape. Then you must keep your promise, Ngok Chuang moaned. Oh, of course, my word is my bond. Tang Fong pulled Thatch Ngok close and planted a deep, burning kiss upon her lips, as fierce as a fire spirit. Thatch Ngok recoiled in shock. Ngok Chuang moaned, how dare you toy with me like that? Do you take me for some naive maiden? How could I possibly? Is he still under the illusion? Has he already broken free from my charm art? Ah, that was delightful. I must continue the act, deny everything, no matter what. No matter what happens, even as brothers need to save some face, you know. You get that, right? Ngok Tang Fong just played dumb like he didn't know a thing. What just happened back there? He asked, all innocent-like. Scene shifts to the true sect. 3 elders had already set out to investigate. As instructed, Elder Tan paused as Lu Gia spoke up. Esteemed elders, tell me this. Where do you think that traitorous Cup Duong might have run off to? Elder Not and Elder Ni pondered deeply. These past few years, we may not have seen much of Big Brother. But even a fool knows. He's probably still hiding in Ban Chuang Fa. Seriously, do we even need to ask? Lu Gia is in her thoughts. I need to find a way to ditch these guys and head to Ban Chuang Fa myself. I must warn Big Brother before they get there. But with this sea of people, where the heck do I even start looking? Elder Ngu chimed in with his own idea. How about we split up and search separately for Kuk Duong's trail? Once we find him, we regroup. Simple. And then, we make our move. Lu Gia thinking again. All right. Now's my chance to sneak off unnoticed. I'll go find Big Brother myself. That lazy phoenix and crouching dragon duo actually handed me a golden opportunity. Elder Ngu isn't wrong, after all. Why don't we all just split up here? Each of us searches a direction. Once there's any news, use a sound transmission talisman to inform the others. Elder Tam nodded. Agreed, well said. Let's split up and begin the search immediately. The 3 elders each headed off in different directions. The hunt for Kuk Duong began. Lu Gia smirked in triumph. Go ahead, search all you want, like you'll actually find him. Big Brother is still hiding out at Ban Chuang Fa. When the time comes, he'll capture you all in one net, but just to be safe, I should probably take a roundabout route. So they don't sniff me out. In another location, Elder Ni, Zhang Kuai, appears thoughtful. If the True sect makes a move against Big Brother, I've got to pick up the pace. Elder Ngu had the same thought. Those 2 really are smart. I said split up, and they split up right away. They definitely don't know my real intention is to deliver a message to Big Bro. It's been years since I saw Big Bro. I miss him to death. Meanwhile, at Ban Chuang Fa, the 3 of them end up bumping into each other. What a coincidence. Haha, great minds think alike, huh? We all had the same idea, to find Kuk Duong at Ban Trong Pha. What the heck? Why did we all run into each other here? Ugh, this is bad luck. How am I supposed to deliver the message to Big Bro now? Forget it, let's just go with the flow. This is getting troublesome. If I can't get the message out, I'm screwed. Gotta think of a way to pass it on. Or if all else fails, I'll just throw caution to the wind and charge straight to Big Bro myself. From afar, Kuk Duong watches them silently. I can't believe it's been so many years, and now, the three of them show up here at this exact time. Reminds me of the old days. I used to take care of those three brats back then. Now that they're here, I should at least go say hi, feeling pretty nostalgic now. Time FLI's like crazy, been centuries since we met. Lu Gia, Vuong Vai, Tham Thong, all of you have reached a core formation stage? I'm genuinely happy for you guys. Big Bro's here. Okay, I need to think fast, how do I get them to leave? Lu Gia suddenly steps forward, weapon in hand, and yells out. You guys, get out of here. I'll stay behind and hold off this traitor Kuk Duong. Third bro, fifth bro, retreat. I'll take care of this. No matter what, I cannot let Big Bro talk to them. Big Bro has arrived. Forget it, no more pretending. Screw it, I'm not going back to the true sect anymore. Kuk Duong watches the whole act with amusement. They're putting on a big show, all right. But I don't feel even a hint of killing intent. Still the same old trio. Drama kings through and through. Fifth elder's going full Broadway. He drew out two small blades with a flourish and stabbed through the abdomen from behind. Brother Chief, hurry and leave. Those two are traitors with no sense of gratitude. They intend to bring harm upon you. Brother Chief Tham Thung, I am not one who repays kindness with betrayal. I shall stay behind and stall them. Scene shifts to Thach Ngok and Ngok Tang Fong. She blushed and shouted angrily. Ngok Tang Fong, you're the master of a sect. Yet you act so shamelessly. Ngok Tang Fong feigned innocence, waving his hand, shaking his head repeatedly like a figurine. What are you talking about, Lady Ngok Thach? I truly don't understand. What just happened? I'm completely unaware. Even if beaten to death, he wouldn't admit anything. Still trying to twist the matter? Forget it. I'd best return first and report to Brother Chief. Let him decide the matter henceforth. If Sect Master Ngok has nothing more to say, then I shall take my leave. Thach Ngok turned to depart, but Ngok Tang Fong called after her. Wait, my lady. There is still one thing Ngok wishes to ask you. Do you know anything of the Hien Kim sect? Thach Ngok turned her head, puzzled. Why do you ask? Do you bear a grudge against the Hien Kim sect? Well, that does make sense. Sect Master Du Tru did cause you trouble. Go Aguan as well. All of it stems from the Hien Kim sect targeting you. But I truly don't know. What grudge lies between you and them? What kind of blood feud could cause the Hien Kim sect to seek your elimination so urgently? Ngok Tang Fong replied, a blood feud, a grudge most deep. It matters not if I share it with you. My master perished at the hands of the Hien Kim sect. Though I know not what led to Sect Master Du Tru's betrayal years ago, I suspect the Hien Kim sect was behind it all. These past years, I have searched in secret for any trace of their misdeeds, gathering whispers of the Hien Kim sect's actions from the mouths of their own. Perhaps the truth is not far now. So, there is indeed a hidden tale. If Sect Master Ngok wishes to use me to obtain news of the Hien Kim sect, in that case, I suppose it's fine to tell you. Through many years of discreet investigation, it is known that the Profound Sword sect has 3 nascent soul-level cultivators. One of them has entered secluded death meditation. Another vanished without a trace 5 years ago. The last is Elder Wang. He still oversees the affairs of the Profound Sword sect. As for your master, if he truly fell at the hands of that sect, then the one who struck the fatal blow was likely Elder Wang. Elder Wang, a nascent soul sword cultivator. Understood, Master Jade? To challenge such a colossal force like the Profound Sword sect, you still dare to seek vengeance? Truly like a newborn calf, that fears not the tiger, a hero in his youth indeed. Among the sword cultivators of my generation, we killed with every 10 steps taken, roaming 1,000 miles untethered. But now, my backing is not yet strong enough, else I would have long destroyed the Profound Sword sect. If it weren't for the monthly transmission of techniques that forces my return, I'd help you break through tonight, but I cannot linger. Still, Had it not been for that, tonight I would have helped you ascend. This man, sometimes he's like a cunning merchant. Sometimes like a devil in human form. And now, like an unsheathed sword, sharp and cold. Jade hidden peak. Who are you truly? The more I see, the less I understand you. At that moment, Entai stepped forth seeking audience. Entai greets the sect master. Is there progress on that matter? Yes, sect master. We have already spoken with the fourth elder of the Earth and Summon sect. A preliminary agreement was made to negotiate at the Lotus Lake in 3 days. Lang Hong Thang is still going over a few details. Concerning the upcoming talks, we only asked the sect master if there's anything else that needs refining. With you all handling it, I have no worries. See to it yourselves. No need to ask me again. Miss Thatch Ngok has heard everything as well. It's getting late now, hopefully. You'll inform your elder brother upon your return. 3 days from now, we move forward, I hope. ... And no one is absent when the time comes. Rest assured, sect master, I will relay your words without fail. This matter shall not hinder the grand designs between you and I. Then, sect master, this subordinate shall take their leave. Song cupped her fists and turned to depart towards Thatch Ngok. Ngok Tang Fong called out to her. Entai, wait a moment. Startled, Entai turned back and asked, does sect master still have further instructions? He replied calmly, it seems you're on the verge of breaking through to the core formation realm, am I right? Entai bowed respectfully, thanks to the golden pill granted to me previously by sect master. I can already sense the threshold of breakthrough. One day soon, I shall reach the core formation realm. When that day comes, I will surely be of greater service to sect master. At that moment, Ngok Tang Fong helped her to her feet and smiled. You really are something. Why kneel all of a sudden? There are no such rigid formalities in front of me. I asked you to stay for just one reason. If you fail to break through this month, then next month, I shall personally assist you in reaching the core formation realm. The Though True sect. Though only a mid-tier sect in Vinh province, they surely possess skills what I lack now are loyal and capable followers. And someone of your talents and Entai is well worth my personal concern. Entai was moved. How could someone like me be worthy of such care from sect master? Your kindness shall forever remain in my heart. Such warmth from the sect master. Today, I swear upon the heavens, I shall be eternally loyal to Nine Sword Mountain. And to the sect master, my loyalty shall never waver. Ha ha ha, go on now. Do your task well, if you succeed. In the future, I shall help you attain the great Tao. I hide nothing from those who are truly loyal. Sect master treats me so kindly, even offering to help me ascend the path of the great Tao. Could it be, does he harbor feelings for me? But our identities differ so greatly, like master and servant. How could someone like me be worthy of him? Yet even if he grants me no title nor place beside him, I shall still serve him loyally all my life. Meanwhile, at the Bureau of Internal Affairs, the 3 old men were still performing their little act. Tham Thung, your ambition reeks of a wolf's greed. I knew from the beginning, something about you was off. Big brother, hurry and go, I shall stay behind to hold him off. You ungrateful wretch, so now you've revealed your true face. Finally, you can no longer restrain yourself and have shown your hand. He slipped up. Big brother, be careful. Big brother, the true sect already knows. They've allied themselves with Ngok Tang Fong against you. Their intent is to bring you harm. I came here solely to warn you of this peril, brother. Please, big brother, leave now. Let me delay their pursuit. Elder Tun spoke harshly. Big brother, don't trust him. Tham Thung has no regard for brotherhood or loyalty. Back then, he too sought to undermine you. At his words, everyone fell silent in confusion. What in the heavens is going on? Cup Duong, seeing their reactions, could not help but feel elated. Even amidst such danger, they still tried to find a way to warn me. It was not in vain. All those years ago, I passed on my doubt to them, and treated them as true kin. You're still as pure-hearted as you were then. Somewhat naive, yet endearing. Only now did the 3 elders realize. You two came here to warn Big Brother? I've always been loyal to Big Brother. Back then, my strength was lacking. I had to endure in silence to survive. But now that they seek to harm him again, how could I just stand idly by? Thus, all of us have cast aside the true sect, choosing instead. ... To follow Big Brother. Knowing your hearts hold such loyalty, it brings me great joy. Big brother, the Dutroux sect now moves openly against you. Kung Viksu is ready to make his move. We knew well that seeking you out might mean never returning. Let us go together to Lu Trach. Yes, indeed, big brother, we too share the same resolve. With our combined strength, we will surely conquer Lu Trach. And from there, we shall return to take vengeance upon Kung Viksu. Three brothers. We have officially allied with the Nine Sword Mountain. This is the best moment for Big Brother to seek justice. There is no more need to flee. At that moment, Thach Ngok returned, and Cut Dueling immediately asked her, Little sister, has the plan with Ngok Tangfong been set in motion? They have already made contact with Dutroux sect. Ngok Tangfong asked me to relay this to you personally. 3 days hence, we shall commence our actions. So you all are aware of this already, are you not? This time, no matter the outcome, those from Ganyu Pavilion and Shang Palace shall fall beneath my hand. Big brother, it's not that I doubt you. It's Nine Sword Mountain that I do not place my trust in. Can we truly rely on the Nine Sword Mountain sect? Its sect master, Yu Tangfeng, remains a figure shrouded in mystery. That youth carries a hidden depth, though only at the peak of the true essence realm. His battle strength alone is no less than that of a late-stage core formation cultivator. Hence, I hope, you all may remain within the true sect for now. Help us create a favorable opportunity. 3 days from now, I shall return to the true once more. Very well, the 5 of us brothers shall act as per your will, big brother. We shall slay Gong Yu and Shang Palace to avenge our sister-in-law. As planned, in 3 days' time, Yu Tangfeng shall depart with Yuang and the others. Their destination, the true sect. The path ahead is laden with danger. I hope all you young heroes proceed with caution. And no matter the circumstance, you must preserve your lives above all else. We are grateful for your guidance. We are willing to fight alongside Nine Sword Mountain to the death. Yuang observed Yu Tangfeng's commanding aura. Though young in age, his spirit and bearing are rarely seen even among seasoned cultivators. Should he not fall before his time, his future shall shake even Vin Ning Prefecture. We're off to the true sect. Forgive us for the intrusion, brother. Worry not, though true sect was founded by my own hand. Its inner workings remain well hidden. Even those from Ganyu Division would not uncover its secrets. And Tai and Lan Hon follow their orders to the letter. They shall entangle the forces of the true sect. As planned, wait there in position. And Tai, from here on, whether we can successfully rescue Zhonglan and make it into Thunder Swamp will depend on today. Indeed, thus, no matter what happens, we must give it our all. We trouble you, Lady Thach Ngok. Though your nature may be unruly, you act for the greater cause of our sect. For now, I have no choice but to endure and cooperate with you. However, regardless of the circumstances, I will never allow you to approach the sect master. How courteous of you. Let us set out for the Lotus Lake without further delay. Not long after, they stopped beneath a hidden passageway. Beneath the Earth Summon sect. The sect master Jade resides here. Jade Tangfeng surveyed the area in deep thought. From the outside, this place appears rather ordinary. There may be a formation here carefully concealed. Kaduang extended his hand and activated the array. The array has been opened. Sect master, let us proceed together. Jade Tangfeng followed him inside. So many years have passed, and yet so little has changed here. This place was once your cultivation abode, wasn't it? Indeed, this was once our shared dwelling. But that was a bygone era, over 100 years ago. Though he did not speak in detail, it was evident. Kaduang was a man who held bonds in deep regard. With such a person, one could befriend but never afford to be enemies. Kaduang stepped toward the inner formation and gave instructions. From here onward is the central domain of the Earth Summon sect. However, within the secret tunnel lie many hidden mechanisms. You must follow each turn precisely and avoid triggering any mishaps. Only then may we safely infiltrate the enemy's stronghold. There is no greater danger than an enemy who was once a friend. Jade Tangfeng continued onward following Kaduang. Brother, do you know where they're holding Zhonglan? If so, it would be most helpful. It could save us a great deal of time. But if you don't, then we will have to find another way. If my guess is correct, she may be imprisoned within the underground dungeon beneath Earth Summon sect. Meanwhile, at that very moment, the sect leader Gong Vu was in council with the elders. Today is the day we negotiate with Jade Tangfeng. Yet, of the elders, the third, fourth, and fifth elders have yet to return. Now then, you two elders, what strategy do you propose in their absence? The two elders offered their counsel. Sect Master, I have long been the one to liaise with them. I believe it best that I continue representing us in this negotiation. And this time, the talks shall be held at the Lotus Lake. Great Senior will surely attend as well. When the time comes, I shall cling to his protection directly. This accursed place! I can't bear to stay here even for a moment longer. Elder Shang, convey this to him. I, the second elder, do not agree with this proposal. What does the great elder imply by that? I believed my intentions were hidden well. Could it be he has already discerned my true motives? Our sect is now lacking in manpower. In my opinion, I am the most fitting choice to go. While the sect master and both elders stay to guard the foundation, that would be the most suitable arrangement. Hey Emph, that old fox, even after so many years, he still harbors suspicion toward me. If he is the right one, does that mean the sect master is not? That is the young sect master. He's the sect master's own flesh and blood. Second elder, do you take issue with my arrangement? Is that so? You are the grand elder, second only to the sect master, respected above 10,000 within our earth summoning sect. How could I dare oppose you? But your wrath now pounds against the table. Is it truly just righteous indignation? Our enemies already stand before us. How can we afford to bicker within? Is this truly the time? The three elders who departed have now returned to pay respects to the sect master. The sect master immediately rose and questioned them. You've returned. Is it that you have uncovered the whereabouts of the traitor? So it is true then. The three elders offered their report. Sect master, we have indeed caught wind of the rogue's movements. It is today that Jade Repository Peak and their allies shall hold secret negotiations at Lotus Lake. The rogue plans to assist them from the shadows, with the intent to lure our disciples of the earth summoning sect straight into their trap. What a sinister heart, truly wicked intentions. But it is fortunate that within our earth summoning sect, there are still loyal elders such as yourselves. Otherwise, we would have been utterly deceived by their schemes. Elder Shang put forth a suggestion. Sect Master, might we not turn their trick back upon them? Let us cast a wide net and capture them all in one sweep. The Grand Elder speaks wisely. That aligns perfectly with my own thoughts. Gong Yuli, instruct the other elders as planned. I, along with the third elder, fourth and fifth elders shall accompany me to lead the elite disciples toward the Lotus Lake. Meanwhile, the Grand Elder and the second elder shall remain to safeguard the sect. We shall follow the sect master's decree without question. Very well. Move out immediately. Gong Yuli led the way, rushing toward the Lotus Lake, accompanied by the elders and the sect's finest disciples. From afar, Yu Tangfeng and Zhu Duong were secretly observing the movements. Isn't this merely a negotiation at Lotus Lake? No need to bring such a large force. I worry there may be unforeseen troubles awaiting us there. No need for concern. We have our own informants within the Tujiao sect. Impressive. I didn't expect such a hidden hand from you. I wonder what backup plans Zhu Duong still has up his sleeve. If we're to cooperate, we must remain vigilant. Now that the Tujiao sect's elites have departed, that side's dungeon lies unguarded. Come, follow me. At this moment, inside the dungeon, Kuang Lan sits in silence, gazing forlornly out the small window. A young man locked in the same cell scoffs at her despair. What? Do you still believe your master will come to rescue you? He's probably too busy, enjoying himself with some other young lady by now. Kuang Lan snaps, turning to him and shouting in anger. You dare speak of my master in such a manner? My master is not that kind of person. Still don't believe me? This is exactly how things went for my elder brother years ago. Wasn't our father the same back then? He'd idle away the days, drinking wine and chasing women. Your master, I suspect, is no different. Had my father devoted himself to cultivation and family instead, he wouldn't have met such a tragic end. When my master arrives, I will tell him exactly what you've said. And when he hears it, he will certainly not spare you. Why are you crying again? Fine, I won't say anything, all right? How about we make a little wager? Oh, what kind of wager? Whether or not your master will come to rescue you. And how exactly do you want to bet? If your master does not show up to save you, from now on, you must call me elder brother with respect. But if your master truly comes to rescue you, he must take me out of here as well. And from then on, I'll serve you tea and water every day. Even address you as grandmother. No matter who wins, I still gain something. So what if I must call you grandmother? As long as I can once again breathe the air of freedom. Hey Emph, prepare to address me as grandmother soon enough. Outside the prison chamber, patrolling disciples were moving about cautiously. The sect master and several elders had taken the elites and headed to the Lotus Lake. We must keep a close watch on her to prevent mishaps. Within the sect, any issue, even with the presence of the Grand Elder and two seated elders, what could possibly go wrong? Even if the hidden Jade Peak had the courage of the heavens, they wouldn't dare trespass upon our earth-summoning sect. Shh, quiet. A shadow appeared from behind and knocked them unconscious with a swift strike. Kwang La lit up with joy upon seeing Ngok Tang Fong. Master, you've come. I knew it. I knew Master would never abandon me. These days must have been difficult for you. Feeling triumphant, Kwang La turned to mob the other youth. See, didn't I say my master would come? You didn't believe me, now you've lost. Senior, you can't possibly be serious about this. What exactly did you two just say? We made a little bet just now. Master, could you take him with us as well? From now on, he'll serve me tea and water. And call me honored grandmother. The youth turned toward Ngok Tang Fong. Senior, my name is Fan Kim. Please take me along. Though I lack cultivation prowess, I am skilled in the ways of formations. Surely, that will come in handy one day. Many thanks, Senior. But it's best we have that torturer unlock my shackles first. He's the only one who knows how. These chains are sealed tightly upon my limbs. Each of us has already laid down formations of restriction. Yudang Peak observes the formation carefully, the one etched upon the binding chains of the reversal sword. With his mastery in forbidden arts insight, he discerns every formation eye below the profound tier, especially those anchored in spiritual convergence points. Wherever the spiritual energy gathers, a formation eye lies therein undeniably. The rest is but illusion, mere restriction. Why go through such needless trouble? Yudang Peak gently brushes his fingertip across the air, and a thread of sword key slices through both formation and chain. In but an instant, Fan Jian breaks into a cold sweat. This formation of binding chains, even late-stage golden core cultivators would fail to forcefully break it. And yet, Master of Zhonglan is supposedly but at the peak of the true essence realm. Still, he shattered the restriction with a mere sliver of sword intent. Could he truly be just a true essence cultivator? Fan Jian's eyes shine with admiration. Senior, your prowess is truly awe-inspiring. My reverence for you flows endlessly, like a river surging without cease. Enough idle words, let's move. Yudang Peak turned and asked Gudang solemnly. Brother, do you know the whereabouts of the two Jiaohao sect's treasury? Do you know where their vault lies hidden? Fan Jian raises his hand eagerly. Senior, I do. I know exactly where it is. With a senior this powerful, I must seize this chance to prove my worth. Leave him with a favorable impression, and my future shall shine. They say a wise man adapts to the times. Then surely I am the wisest of them all. Gudeng looks worried. But we're heading straight for the heart of the Tujiao sect's domain. Every step will be riddled with peril. And heading toward their treasury might invite more trouble than it's worth. But we've come this far. Leaving empty-handed would be a waste. Most of Tujiao's elites are away from the sect now. You truly don't want to collect even a sliver of profit before we leave? Gudeng glances at the unconscious disciples lying around. What about them? Yudeng Peak leads Zhonglan's disciples and Fan Jian away swiftly. Our feud with Tu Jiaohao is not as deep as yours, brother. There is no blood debt between us that must be repaid. Brother, see for yourself. That Duong fellow stood stiff as a statue, beyond saving, inside the grand hall. At that moment, Thong Kung spoke to the two elders. The sect master has escorted the elders to the Lotus Lake. Yet deep within, I sense unease. You worry too far ahead, great elder. What place could possibly be amiss? I believe you're overthinking things, great elder. This old fox's mind is cautious indeed. Fortunately, he failed to see through my intent. Thus, he missed a golden opportunity. To cling to the next great force. Now, I just need to adapt to the flow. I feel as though something important was overlooked. But I cannot discern what it is. Perhaps I'm merely imagining things. Meanwhile, Fan Qin led Tang Fong and Duong toward the treasure vault. Senior, the vault of the true sect lies just ahead. Truly, it is not far now. Disciples on guard duty were startled by the sudden intrusion. Senior, the vault of the true sect is just ahead. How dare you trespass upon the sacred grounds of our sect? There's a cultivator of the Golden Core realm. Quick, notify the elders at once. Thong Kung suddenly sensed something amiss. Duong, I'll leave the big guy to you. I'll go reap some profit for myself. He then turned to Fan Keen. Don't just stand there, keep guiding us to the treasure vault. Just as they were about to move, a sharp voice rang out. You think the true sect has no defenders? Even stray cats and dogs dare tread upon us. To treat my true sect this way. You're clearly seeking death. He arrived, flanked by two elders, Jiang and Kwai. Duong, it's been a while. Behind him, Jiang Kwai thought to himself, truly worthy of the title Big Brother. On the surface, he appears at the Lotus Lake. Yet in secret, he's already infiltrated our sect. Soon, I'll seize the right moment. But first, I must find a way to eliminate that troublesome Thong Kung. The scene shifts back to High and Keem sect. And then, Thong Thien Diet was conversing with her master in quiet contemplation. To her, playing chess was no different from wielding a sword. One must devote heart and soul to it. Distraction cannot be allowed. Otherwise, how will one ever comprehend the profound essence of the sword Tao? Master's teachings ring true. Yet this disciple still harbors unease regarding the matter of Ngok Tang Fong. It is but a single peak of the 9 frosted swords. What is there to fret over? Let the true Mun handle it. But master, this morning, I received troubling news. Do True Mun may be on the verge of betrayal. Interesting. Let Long Bon Bo march upon Do True Mun. Bring back Ngok Tang Fong along the way, and tell him. Senior brother Lam is waiting. He has reached the peak of the half-step nascent soul realm and can travel the old path with full force. He should reach Do True Mun within a day. Understood, master. Thien Deep, do you know why I cannot let Ngok Tang Fong live? Do you? Thien Vu Pavilion and our High and Keem sect are already poised against one another. As for Chan Nu Yong Palace, though they appear indifferent, they too watch in secret. We cannot lower our guard. The inheritance I seek is truly within the grasp of Ngok Tang Fong. If acquired, it shall empower our High and Keem sect to suppress all rivals. Laughs. Your reasoning is partly right but also partly wrong. Please, master, enlighten me. Our High and Keem sect, as well as Thien Vu Pavilion and Chan Nu Yong Palace, are recognized as the top sects in Vinh Prefecture. Yet do you know that there are 2 great hidden sects in Vinh as well? Thien Thong sect and Vu Tien Mon. Master, this disciple still does not fully understand. Those 2 hidden sects harbor cultivators at the divine transformation realm. I seek the inheritance of the 9 sword peaks to break through to the divine transformation stage, so that I may lead the High and Keem sect to become the 3rd hidden sect in Vinh Prefecture. Then, both Thien Vu Pavilion and Chan Nu Yong Palace, in our eyes, will be nothing but fleeting clouds. To annihilate him would be as effortless as flipping one's palm. At that moment, within the martial arena of the Heavenly Martial Pavilion, Thieu Tin Ha was immersed in his training. Senior brother, we finally tracked down the whereabouts of Ngok Tang Fong. Thieu Tin Ha's eyes shot open. Where is he? He demanded. The disciple replied, he's currently within Do True Mun. Fury blazed in Thieu Tin Ha's gaze. Ngok Tang Fong, you dare toy with me again? This time, you shall not escape the grasp of my hand. Meanwhile, within the grounds of Do True Mun, at this very moment, Thong Kung, along with 2 elders, stood prepared for confrontation, beside the members of Kuk Duong, and Ngok Tang Fong himself. Tang Fong turned to his disciple, Quang Lan, and asked, Are you afraid? The young girl smiled confidently. With master by my side, there is nothing to fear. Thong Kung eyed Ngok Tang Fong and asked in suspicion, Who are you? Fan Keem suddenly stepped forth, pointed a finger at him, and shouted loudly, Old man, clean out your ears and listen well. He who plucks the stars and commands sun and moon, none in the mortal realm can rival him. Beneath the golden core, he is unrivaled. Above it, he dares challenge 1 for 1. That elder is. As he rambled on, Fan Keem suddenly paused, stiffened, and turned his head. Senior, I still do not know your true name. Ngok Tang Fong glanced at this clever fool and thought to himself, this brat, not entirely useless. He's oddly likable, in his own way. If only his character weren't so flawed. Perhaps, he could even become my 3rd disciple someday. The youth suddenly shouted toward the enemy. Ngok Tang Fong of Nine Sword Mountain. He is none other than the legendary Ngok Tang Fong himself. Scared now, aren't you? If you know what's good for you, end yourself before the elder's eyes, and save yourself the suffering. Act arrogant again, and I'll make sure you're the first to die. Enraged, Thong Kung surged with spiritual power, radiating fiercely, causing Fan Kim to tremble and dart behind Ngok Tang Fong in fear. Senior, I'm scared. He's being fierce with me. So you are Ngok Tang Fong. Perfect timing. Now, none of you will leave this place alive. You wish to detain us? Then let us see if you possess the strength to do so. Just then, Duong Chen stepped forward and interrupted. Thong Kung, your opponent shall be me. No need to rush. We'll face them one by one. Thong Kung raised his hand and began weaving a formation. Behind him, the two elders Jiang and Kuai plotted silently. This old wretch still dares to make a move. He won't see what's coming. I'll give him a surprise. Ngok Tang Fong calmly asked Duong Chen. Think you can handle two at once? Duong Chen grinned and replied. A mere trifle. My junior brothers, I've dealt with worse in a blink. Very well, let the counterblade lead the way. Thong Kung raised his hand to the heavens and conjured forth a colossal formation before them. To leave, you must first gain my approval. Let the two elders face Ngok Tang Fong, and I shall deal with Duong Chen. The counterblade is yours to command. The two elders suddenly struck him from behind without hesitation. He had no time to react. Big brother, allow me to aid you. Let's slay him. Thong Kung bellowed in fury. Jiang Kuai, you dare betray the Do True sect. If it weren't for desperation back then, I'd never have agreed to become your elder. I have never forgotten Big Brother's kindness. Ha ha ha, your heart, I have always known. Today, we brothers shall avenge our sister-in-law. You truly think this means victory is yours? Do not forget this is my grand formation you stand within. A paltry array, nothing to boast about. Watch how my sword shatters it. Ngok Tang Fong summoned a gleam of sword ki, and pierced upward, straight through the heart of Thong Kung's array. The formation crumbled before their eyes. Thong Kung reeled in disbelief. Impossible! How could you do this? Among all those present, it was Ngok Tang Fong he looked down upon the most. He never imagined this youth's sword mastery could be so terrifying. What does it matter to you? My brother possesses the eye of breaking. To unravel formations is mere child's play to him. In but a moment, brother shall. He entrusted the task of vengeance to his senior brother and went off to search for a few items. However, Ye Tangfeng and Fan Jian set off, searching for the way into the treasury. You go ahead. I'll handle this side. The two elders also turned to stone, locking their arms in place. They wielded their massive battle axes and prepared to assist in clearing the path. Great. We'll charge forward together. Do not summon anything. A colossal stone golem appeared beside him, ready for battle. Prepare for combat. If it comes to a battle, then let it be. The battle bow was infused with spiritual energy. The formation was set to be deployed. At the entrance of the treasury, his subordinates had already blocked Ye Tangfeng's path. He coolly reminded them, move aside, I won't draw my sword. You go ahead, I won't draw my sword. What does it matter if you draw your sword? Everyone, don't be afraid. He's just a mere brat in the foundation stage. Let's take him on together. Truly, not even a warning could stop the foolish ones. I don't draw my sword, because you're not worthy of it. Seeing the sword intent from Ye Tangfeng, the 7 killing streaks of sword energy were terrifying indeed. Everyone scatter. He is not someone we can provoke. It's too late to run now. The streams of sword light sliced through them, leaving no chance for resistance. Before they could even react, they were struck down on the spot. No time to counter. Fan Jian and Quang Lan arrived at the door of the treasury. They discovered a defensive formation in place. They immediately called for Ye Tangfeng. Senior, there's a formation on the door of the treasury. Breaking it won't be so simple. It's not a problem. Ye Tangfeng used his forbidden eye to gaze directly at the formation on the door. This is the focal point of the formation, right? He raised his sword directly and unleashed a surge of spiritual energy. Correct? Ye Tangfeng pointed his sword at the door. A ray of spiritual light shot out. It pierced through. An explosion erupted in the center of the formation on the door. Let's go. Fan Jian stood frozen, dumbfounded by what just transpired. Good heavens, Senior, what exactly are you? No matter what formation lies beneath his feet, it would still fall before a single strike of his sword. I once heard my old man speak of such legends. Elders whose swordsmanship reached unfathomable heights. They could cleave through 10,000 techniques with but a single slash. Senior, perhaps you are one of those great and ancient cultivators. The three of them stepped into the treasure vault of the Earth Jiao sect. Within lay countless relics and treasures, gathered over the years by the Earth Jiao sect. Though most were of yellow or profound gray materials, there was no shortage of rare and valuable items. Yu Dangfeng acquired 3 more 5 elemental essences from this trove. To think this journey would lead to such a harvest of elemental spirit energy. Now that all 5 elemental essences have been gathered, the path to transcending into the golden core stage lies ahead. Zhang Yi, though, has shown little affinity for the sword arts. Perhaps she should cultivate an earth-based spell techniques instead. Yu Dangfeng turned and called out to Fen Jian. Have you thought about your path forward? Caught off guard, he replied. My family was wiped out by the hands of the Earth Jiao sect. I no longer have a place to return to. I only wish to remain by your side, Senior. Yu Dangfeng smiled with satisfaction. Very well, I see in you the makings of a true cultivator. 1 in 10,000. What say you, if I were to take you as my disciple? Fan Jian, hearing those words, his face lit up with joy. He immediately dropped to his knees. Disciple Fan Jian greets master. Ha ha ha! From this day forth, you shall be my 3rd disciple. The scene shifts to the Lotus Lake, where Ling Hangsheng and Kai stood waiting for the Earth Jiao sect to arrive. As planned, Shiyu has hidden herself well, hasn't she? If anything stirs on our side, she's ready to strike at a moment's notice. Good, that's reassuring. I just wonder if the sect leader is faring well. The strength of our sect leader is beyond what ordinary cultivators can comprehend. He will have no trouble handling this. You care for the sect leader deeply, don't you? Could it be you harbor feelings for the sect master? And Tai's face flushed red. She shook her head hastily. Of course not. Hee, then you'd best work hard, beware of rivals. Formidable ones. Heaven's proud daughter, how could the sect master possibly be taken with a woman as wanton as that? Suddenly, Hong Thang and Tai both sensed the approaching aura of the Earth Jiao sect's disciples. They were arriving aboard a flying vessel. They've come. As the ship drew near, a cold voice cut through the air. If not for Wanner's sake, I would never lower myself to speak to the likes of you. Such filth. But enough, where is Wanner? Bring her forth at once. And Tai stepped forward and replied calmly. She is somewhere far beyond your reach. Though, the Earth Jiao sect falls short of first-rate sects. Their foundations are not to be taken lightly. At present, we are no match. Lan Hong Thang stepped forward to parley. So the one you seek is the daughter of your vice-sect master? Oh, so her name is Kuang Lan. Once Wanner returns to your sect, she will be handed over to your 9-sword mountain. That is a given. Hey Emph, then there's nothing more to say. Indeed, if there's nothing to say, then let silence reign. And where are Ngok Tang Fong and Elder Kuk? Tell them to come speak with me in person. You are not qualified to negotiate. And where is Elder Kuk? How should we know? He is not one of 9-sword mountain to begin with. And as for our sect master, what business is it of yours where he is? No Wanner, no sect master. Then indeed there is nothing left to discuss. On the contrary, I'd like to see if wiping out 9-sword mountain would rattle that Ngok Tang Fong. Kill them all, spare only those 2. There's no need to leave the rest alive. The fleet moved in. Elder Gong and 3 others led the charge. Elite disciples of Earth Jiao sect descended from the sky. Clearly, they take 9-sword mountain quite seriously. Truly, they place great value on our 9-sword peak. All who arrived have cultivation above mid-stage true essence realm. Had we no retreat prepared, it would have been a perfect trap set by you lot, a flawless snare. At that moment, numerous hidden forces emerged from ambush. The Kamvu guards encircled them swiftly. Thach Ngok stepped forth and called out to him. It's been a while, Kong Viet Su. Kong Viet Su was stunned to see Thach Ngok. You, how are you still alive? If you're yet to die, how could I possibly fall before you? The three elders behind them I stood silent. Now, to send a message to Vuong Vai and Tham Thong. Might alert Kong Viet Su. Our eldest brother has yet to appear. What is the right move? Best we observe for now. When eldest brother shows himself, we strike. As expected of you, Mulai already planning to stab Kong Viet Su in the back. Let us launch our assault together. First, strike Kong Viet Su, my brother in arms. We're of one mind. When battle begins, ensure the junior sister's safety. Watch for my signal, act only when I give the eye. Thatch Ngok stared at the flying ship uneasy. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Meanwhile, on Ngok Tang Peak, Ngok Tang Fong introduced Quang Lan to Fen Kim. This is your second senior sisters. As for the eldest, I'll introduce her to you later. Fen Kim grinned and bowed politely. Greetings, second senior sisters. The little girl smirked. You must call me ancient Grandma Ko. We are all fellow disciples now. Does the wager still count? A bet is a bet. You lost. You own it. Ngok Tang Fong patted her head, chuckling. Enough playing around. You're all fellow disciples now. Understood, master. Your disciple shall obey. Quang Lan waved Fan Kim over. You come here a moment. Calling me? Do you have secret words for me? Senior sister, what instructions do you have? Quang Lan reached out, gently patting Fen Kim's head. Good little junior. From now on, your senior sister shall protect you. Fen Kim puffed up in mock rage. Senior sister, you're truly being too much. Meanwhile, over at Kuk Duong and Thong Kung's side, Fen Jian was fuming, his rage nearly igniting the air around him. Senior sister, you've gone too far this time. Truly outrageous. Meanwhile, on the side of Elder Kuk Duong and the Celestial Armory, alongside the two elders, they were currently ensnared within his grand formation array. Outside, Yudeng Feng and his two disciples watched attentively. This can't be right. Both of them are at the late stage of core formation. Yet they still can't subdue a mid-stage core formation cultivator. Though Shang Gong's cultivation isn't high, his mastery of formation arts is exceptional. He may not win outright, but holding his ground shouldn't be this easy either. It seems he's deliberately stalling for time. Perhaps waiting for Gong Yuezu's return. Yuteng Feng turned to Fan Jian with instructions. Take Shang Lan and descend the mountain. Conceal your aura well. Is your physique stable? Fan Jian responded with confidence. Master, I specialize in deceiving even formation masters. Shang Gong's formations won't detect me. As for ordinary Foundation establishment cultivators, they're no threat at all. Protect your senior sister and ensure her safety. Yudeng Fang soared onto the head of the serpentine dragon of Gu Tang. Shang Gong was showing signs of fatigue. Fighting off two opponents was already proving difficult. Now with Yudeng Fang joining the fray, what can I do? Yudeng Fang addressed Gu Tang directly. It's just a formation array, hardly a challenge. Why so worked up over it? You think everyone's a freak like you? You monster. Hey, at least call me a prodigy, will you? Yuteng Fang then wondered who the two elders were. One of them spoke. Sect Master Yuteng, I am Zhang Gi. Let's finish off Shang Gong first, then we'll talk. Very well, Taoist Zhang. Watch carefully. And see how I dismantle this formation. Cao Feng activated his forbidden sight to pinpoint the core of the array. The key to unraveling it. Yuteng Feng leapt down and spoke to Shang Gong. You see it for yourself. So many FOs gathered, what's the point of resisting? You think a brat like you, barely grown and still green, can possibly take my life? How utterly laughable. Once the sect master returns with our lead disciples, that shall be the day of your demise. If you end your life now, I may yet show mercy and spare the ordinary disciples of Do Truman. You're injured. Thong Kung replied coldly. Those so-called ordinary disciples, if Do Truman desires more, we can always recruit anew. If you wish to kill them, be my guest. At this, Ngok Tang Fong sighed. As expected of the Grand Elder of Do Truman. Your loyalty to the sect is truly touching. I'm almost moved to tears. Kuk Duong and the two elders, Jiang Kuai, spoke to Tang Fong. Enough talk, break his formation. Even with wings, Thong Kung will not escape today. Chief Ngok, let us strike together. Thong Kung raised both hands, gripping to formation rings, smirking confidently. He readied for battle. You think mere mortals like you can unravel the intricacies of my formation? Keep dreaming. Despite his bravado, Thong Kung was silently anxious. Sweat beaded on his forehead. The formation was a peak-grade royal array, powerful, yes. But even that could not withstand the combined assault of core formation cultivators forever. He prayed the sect master and others would return. Before the spirit stones powering the array ran dry, Nga Tang Fong unleashed a sword strike. A torrent of metallic ki slammed into the array. To little effect. This formation is indeed formidable. But you're still too green, boy. At that moment, Nga Tang Fong, Kuk Duong, and Jiang Kuai steeled themselves. Together, strike as one. Nga Tang Fong summoned a blaze of sword ki. Unleashing 3 Yang sword art, earth-breaking flame. Kuk Duong commanded his armored dragon skyward. Gathered force, and blasted a seismic shockwave, the might of Earth Dragon's roar. Jiang Kuai summoned colossal boulders and hurled them forward. Perish, Thong Kung, they roared in unison. Thong Kung, alone with only his formation, he was forced to endure the combined might of their threefold assault. His entire body trembled as he strained every muscle to resist. Hold the line, he roared. Nga Tang Fong spoke with cold indifference. You won't last much longer. A towering sword intent descended from the heavens. It tore straight through Thong Kung's grand formation. Thong Kung staggered, stunned beyond belief. How can your sword intent be this terrifying? His formation was indeed formidable. Relying on it, Thong Kung had stalled them for this long, but even so. The golden sword will of Nga Tang Fong pierced the heart of the formation, triggering a blast that robbed the entire Thochuman. Thong Kung collapsed, gasping on the ground, barely clinging to life. Jiang Kuai pulled a dagger from his robes and handed it to Kuk Duong. Big brother, finish him. Thong Kung cried out in fear. Wait, I still have something to say. You're but a dying man. What worth are your words now? Kuk Duong, I wronged you back then. If I die by your hand, I have no regrets. Nga Tang Fong, this man is wanted by Hien Kim Mun. If you associate with him, even Hien Kim Mun will come after you. Capture him. I can plead with Hien Kim Mun on your behalf. With your strength, you could rise high there, far beyond your current station. Enough, big brother. Don't listen to his poison. You think you know what he means to me? He is my brother, my true brother. You dare try to sow discord between us? What a fool you are. Big brother, end him now. Just seeing his face makes my blood boil. Kuk Duong stepped forward with a dagger in hand, facing Thong Kung. The debt you owe me from that year. I've come to collect it today. In a few days' time, I shall send your lackeys to the Yellow Springs to join you. With that, Kuk Duong drove the blade into Thong Kung, sending him on his final journey. Elder Jiang Kuai shouted aloud. Disciples of the true Mun, disperse at once. Preserve your lives while you still can. From this day forth, the true sect ceases to exist. This matter here is settled as well. I must now retrieve my disciple. Let us head to the Lotus Lake swiftly. The longer we delay, the more uneasy I feel. Let's move out. Scene shifts to where Fan Kim and Quang Lan are. The two of them are conversing earnestly. Senior sister, do you think Master can truly defeat Thong Kung? The young girl smiled and answered. Master is the most formidable cultivator under the heavens. Thong Kung is no match for Master, that much is certain. But still, Vin Nin is vast and boundless. Surely, there exist cultivators more powerful than even Master. I know that too, she said gently. But I also know Master gave me a home. That's why I must cultivate diligently. So that one day, I may shatter every obstacle on the path before him. Senior sister, cultivation is not for slaughter. It's about understanding the Tao and treating others with virtue. For one so kind-hearted. How can your killing intent be so strong? Just then, Nga Tang Fong stepped into view. Oh, Fan Kim, you speak wisely for your age. The two disciples turned around hurriedly. Disciple greets Master. I'll bring you both back first. Your senior sister is still waiting. Master, I also wish to go to the Lotus Lake. Quang Lan wishes to assist you as well. But Fan Kim gently dissuaded her. Senior sister, with our limited strength, we would only become burdens to Master. We should follow Master's arrangements. That is the wisest course. Hearing this, Ngok Tang Fong nodded inwardly. This boy is perceptive. With proper guidance, he could one day manage the affairs of Q Kim's son. Truly, a seed worth nurturing. Not long after, Tang Fong brought both disciples back to the Nine Sword Mountain. There, the eldest senior sister, Nuya Zhao, was happily munching on roasted sweet potatoes. As the others entered, Nuya Zhao quickly hid the food behind her back. Joyfully, she exclaimed, "Master has returned, and junior sister is safe and sound." Nuya Zhao glanced at Fan Kim, puzzled by the unfamiliar face. With curiosity, she asked, "Master, who might this fellow be?" Fan Kim swiftly stepped forward and replied, "I am a newly accepted disciple under Master's tutelage. Junior brother Fan Kim pays his respects to senior sister." Yet, Nuya Zhao walked past him and took Kuang Lan's hand in hers. "Junior sister, you're unharmed, that is all that matters. It was my failure as a senior to protect you." The enemy was a cultivator at the Golden Core realm. Kuang Lan shook her head. "I do not blame you, senior sister." Ngok Tang Fong calmly gave his instructions. "Settle yourselves in for now. I shall head to the Lotus Lake first. Your disciples bid Master farewell." With elegance, Ngok Tang Fong soared into the sky, sword riding toward the Lotus Lake. "Master, you must return safely," they called out. "Senior sister, Master's sword can carry him thousands of miles. By now he must be over 30 miles away already. He can't hear you anymore." "You sure talk a lot." "I'm just worried about Master. Is that not allowed?" Kuang Lan lowered her head sadly. "If only our cultivation weren't so weak. We could have accompanied Master into battle, side by side." "Senior sisters," said Fan Kim, "it's not entirely impossible if you truly wish to go. However, Master did forbid us from heading to the Lotus Lake. If he finds out, we'll surely be scolded fiercely. There'll be no escaping his wrath." "He forbade us," Kuang Lan added, "because we lack the strength to protect ourselves. It would be dangerous to accompany him. But if we could defend ourselves, we might even be able to assist Master. And should that be the case, even if he learns of it, he may not blame us." Nuya Zhao's eyes lit up with interest. "You have a plan?" He, truth be told, your junior brother knows a little about formations. If I craft a concealment array imbued with breath suppression, double quotes ... and carry it with us. Double quotes ... as long as we stay at the battlefield's edge, I believe no one will detect our presence." Nuya Zhao grabbed Fan Kim's hand, pulling him along. "What are we waiting for then? Let's use this time well. If you succeed, senior sister shall reward you with a few roasted sweet potatoes." Scene shifts to the Lotus Pond. The sect leader stands with 3 elders before Thach Gok's presence. He gives a cold order to his subordinates to strike. Amidst the confusion, Elder Vuong Kwai, the 4th elder, suddenly stabs him from behind with no warning. There is no time to react. The 5th elder immediately rushes to Thach Gok's side to shield her from harm. The 3rd elder stares in shock. Weren't we supposed to hold back and wait for the grand senior brother to appear before acting? Weren't we supposed to observe first and strike once he made his move? Forget it. There's no turning back now. Vuong Kwai snaps, shouting at Elder Tham Thung, the 5th elder. "What's your game? Weren't we to act together?" Tham Thung replies, "My intent was always to protect the young mistress. Did you not notice? I kept signaling you with my eyes." The 3 elders descend swiftly, forming a protective wall around Ngok Thach. "You dare betray the True sect? Very well, all of you have turned against your own sect. Today, I shall purge these traitors." But before he could act, Ngok Tang Fong arrives, along with Duong Kuk and 2 other elders. The 3 elders brighten with joy. Senior brother has finally arrived. "So, these 3 were your contingency all along?" "They've always been like this since childhood," he says calmly. Suddenly, the sect leader points and shouts furiously, "Jiang Kwai, have you betrayed me too?" "What is the meaning of this, 1st elder?" Ngok Tang Fong interrupts coldly. "What else could it mean? Your fate is sealed, die. You're surrounded by traitors now. Let's see how you plan to fight your way out of this. Spare yourself the struggle, submit while you still can. You fools truly think my time is up?" The sect leader thrusts out his palm and roars, "All disciples, hear my command. The very survival of the True sect is at stake. Kill them, break through with blood and blade. Once the inner disciples fall in battle, I'll find a way to escape this siege. As long as the forest stands, there will be firewood. My rise shall come again in time. Suddenly, Ngok Tang Fong senses something amiss. Suddenly, a surge of fierce sword intent surged toward him. The sword aura was rapidly approaching. Such sword ki. A cultivator clad in white robes soared in on a flying sword. To travel by sword only those of profound cultivation. Could it be one from the profound sword sect? His arrival could not have come at a worse time. Appearing at such a critical juncture, he harbors no goodwill. Surely, this one comes not with peaceful intent. May I ask, fellow cultivator, whence do you hail? The man was none other than Lin Bingbu of the profound sword sect. This spells trouble. Ngok Tang Fong frowned, questioning. Is this Lin Bingbu truly that formidable? Kuk Dulan replied. He's a prodigious disciple of the profound sword sect, their finest in 200 years. He now walks the path of the sword Dao, nearing the nascent soul realm. His power is terrifying. Ngok Tang Fong grew increasingly uneasy, casting glances at Lan Hong Thang and Entai. Damn it, profound sword sect really sent someone this strong? A half-step nascent soul, just to deal with me? Should I just make a quiet escape later? But if I flee now, these people will surely die. I need another plan. Ngok Tang Fong slowly raised his hand and drew forth his spiritual sword. This is bad, truly bad. There's no more retreat. We fight with everything we have. Lin Bingbu was startled at the sight of Ngok Tang Fong, a cultivator at the peak of foundation establishment, with sword intent already merging with the heart and will. Now I understand why Elder Vuong was so eager to bring you into our sect. Come with me. If you do, I shall spare the lives of your companions. Convietsu immediately interjected, trying to flatter. Senior Lin Ngok Tang Fong is cunning and dangerous. He must not be allowed to live. Lin Bingbu turned a piercing gaze toward Convietsu. One of his eyes gleamed red like a demon's, chilling as a ghost's. Are you teaching me how to act? The matter of the Do True sect. I'll come find you later, for tea. With just a glance from Lin Bingbu, a strand of sword ki pierced straight toward Convietsu's abdomen. What do you mean by this, senior? Could it be our intentions have already been seen through by the profound sword sect? Such refined sword intent, wielded by you, is truly a waste of its brilliance. Lin Bingbu swept his sword in a horizontal arc, sending forth a wave of force that shattered the formation, crafted by Ngok Tang Fong's attack. If that is the full extent of your strength, then today shall mark your demise. Then come, if you dare, swallow me whole, tyrant. Outside the fray, Convietsu plotted in silence. The situation is turning chaotic. What path shall my true sect take? Tio find a sliver of survival amidst the storm? Experts of the Xuanjian sect have already arrived, judging from the sword aura just now. Perhaps they have sensed the subtle schemes we harbored. But now is no time for blame. Things may yet shift. There is still room for change. Our gravest concern lies with the enemy's golden core cultivators. They outnumber ours several-fold. Yet with the half-step nascent soul elder, Lin Bingbu, on our side, those enemies are but dust before us. Thus, the advantage is ours to seize. Convietsu quickly spoke to Lin Bingbu. Senior, True sect pledges full effort. We shall capture Ngok Tang Fong for Xuanjian sect. Lin Bingbu turned with a cold glare. Begone. This lowly one shall leave at once. I swear never to disturb senior again. From afar, Thiel Tin Ha was also rushing over, at incredible speed. Just now, he sensed spiritual energy fluctuations from this direction. It seems someone had already initiated a clash. I'll head there first and assess the situation. Thiel Tin Ha halted. The heavens stirred with fierce sword intent radiating from the woods. This sword aura, it's Ngok Tang Fong. Ngok Tang Fong, that day you toyed with me. Now, you shall pay the price for the transgressions you've committed today. Within the battlefield, Yu Tangfeng is locked in fierce combat with Lin Bingbu. Let me show you what true disparity looks like. What true strength truly is. Facing a half-step nascent soul cultivator with only foundation core force is indeed a draining feat. My combat power is barely above 6,000. He must be over 10,000 at least. While the battle rages on, Zhao Tinha descends with a thunderous crash. Yu Tangfeng, face me in honorable combat now. Why in the world is that lunatic Zhao Tinha here? I only tricked him once. Why is he chasing me down like this? So petty. But his arrival may yet turn the tides. Yu Tangfeng instantly devised a plan. You both wish to win over a master from Tianwu Pavilion? You both want me. Then whom should I follow? Let's settle it this way. You two fight first, and pay no mind to me. Whoever triumphs, I shall follow. Lin Bingbu replied coldly. Yu Tangfeng was specifically named. By Elder Wang to be brought back. What you're doing places me in a difficult position. Zhao Tinha unleashed a wave of spiritual might. And said with dominance. Tianwu Pavilion has its own nascent soul cultivators. Others may fear you, but I do not. Leave now, or perish where you stand. Lin Bingbu drew his sword, prepared for battle. Then allow me to witness the martial prowess of Tianwu Pavilion. Elsewhere, Antai looked worried and spoke to Lan Hongthang. The current situation is far too chaotic. I fear it might spell trouble for us. Zhao Tinha is formidable. But in his eyes, only the sect master matters. He won't trouble us. Which means we only need to focus on dealing with the Earth Zhao sect's forces and support Profound Sword sect. But what if the sect master is in danger? Zhao Tinha is at the peak of the core formation stage. I must go to assist the sect master at once. Looks like you're worrying too much. Don't you see how calm the sect master is? So right now, what we need to do is think carefully about how to handle this top expert from the Xuanjian sect. This is quite a troublesome matter. We don't even know if Elder Gu can truly contend with him. Don't worry, Elder Gu has also reached the late stage of the Golden Core realm. Even if he can defeat a half-step nascent soul cultivator, he can still hold his ground. At the very least, he can ensure his own safety. Besides, our side still has several Golden Core stage experts. Meanwhile, the Tujao House sect only has one person of that caliber. So the advantage lies clearly with us. Elsewhere, the three disciples of Ngok Tang Fong had also arrived, and were stealthily observing from the shadows. Nuya Zhao, as usual, kept munching and couldn't stop her mouth. Look over there, that's Master, she blurted. Fan Kim and Kuang Lan, also eating sweet potatoes, hurriedly reached out to cover Nuya Zhao's mouth. Senior sister, keep your voice down. If we get discovered, we're doomed, we're done for. Another junior sister whispered, what should we do now? How can we help Master? Kuang Lan replied dejectedly, I honestly don't know. I just know that if I were strong enough, I'd be standing there now, sword in hand, striking down enemies. Senior sister, we mustn't act rashly. A situation like this is beyond what we can handle. So the only thing we can do now is wait for the right moment. You just joined the sect, of course you can say that. But if you won't go, then I'll go. Even if it costs me my life, I'll stand by Master's side, no matter the danger. Senior sister, though I joined late, Master has shown me great kindness. I understand the principle of repaying a debt of gratitude. I'm no fool, senior brother. Fan Kim reached into his robe and took out a formation disc. I crafted this extra array disc myself. There's a killing array sealed inside. Nuya Zhao asked excitedly, can this formation slay a golden core cultivator? No way, it's only effective against those in the true essence realm. Then what's the point of it? There may yet come a time when this can aid Master. Over at Jade Hidden Peak, he observed Zhao Tinha and Lin Bingbu from afar. He began to ponder, deep in thought. Though our side has more cultivators at the core formation stage, we lack top-tier battle prowess. If not for Zhao Tinha, perhaps I and Elder Gu could have joined forces to resist the half-step nascent soul. But now, I must find a way. Breaking through to the pinnacle of core formation must come first. Though Zhao Tinha is mighty, he lacks clarity of mind. Having reached a conclusion, Jade Hidden Peak stepped forward, addressing Zhao Tinha directly. Brother Zhao, it was my fault for concealing matters earlier. I offer my sincere apology. I am willing to engage in a duel with you in earnest. Yet with that wretched Lin Bingbu present, our clash may be spoiled by unwanted interference. Why not join forces and deal with him first? Lin Bingbu's gaze turned cold. He pointed his sword straight at them. Then I shall eliminate Heaven Marshal Pavilion's prized disciple first. With a sweep of his blade, a violet sword key erupted forward, its force surging like thunder. How pitiful your skill is! Xiao Tinha raised his hand, unleashing the renowned Fanwin palm technique. Lin Bingbu, don't forget I still stand here. Jade Hidden Peak leapt high, unleashing the three Yang sword art, heart-piercing strike. A flurry of sword images burst forth. Together, the two combined, striking with united force. Lin Bingbu's violet sword key clashed head-on. A small shockwave rippled outward, forcing him to retreat. Jade Hidden Peak, you'll be the first I cripple today. Jade Hidden Peak wore a sly grin. Brother Xiao, how terrifying. If he does cripple me, then wouldn't your battle with me be for naught? Hey Amph, let's first see if he has the skill to do so. Xiao Tinha surged forward without hesitation, engaging Lin Bingbu head-on. Outside the battlefield, Nguk Tangfong smirked with satisfaction. Heh, those two fools are losing their tempers. In a moment, I'll find a chance to slip away unnoticed. But first, I must break through to the next realm. Just then, Kung Vi Ji charged toward Long Bon Bo. Senior Long, let me assist you. From below, Kuk Duong's armored dragon burst upward fiercely, blocking Kung Vi Ju's path with overwhelming force. Kuk Duong stood imposingly atop the armored beast. It's time to settle the old debt between us, here and now. You court death, Kuk Duong. Ha! Once, you were full of pride. Now, you're nothing more than a loyal dog of the Han Kim sect. Truly pitiful. That sect may rule Vin Nin Prefecture now. But what of it? A dog is still a dog. Kung Vi Ji roared angrily. You really think that brat Ngok Tangfong is worth staking everything on? He summoned a colossal axe forged of pure spiritual energy, and brought it crashing down toward Kuk Duong. But Kuk Duong faced it with unwavering resolve. Whether he's worth it or not means little. What matters is that you no longer mean anything to me. With a mighty roar, his armored dragon surged upward, clashing head-on with the massive spiritual axe. Kuk Duong shouted on. Because I believe, Ngok Tangfong will one day rise and make all of Vin Nin tremble in awe. Hey Amph, that fool, keep dreaming, the two of you. Then charged into battle, clashing with immense force in mid-air. Meanwhile below, Nuya Zhao yanked at Kua Fan Kim's mouth. Eat, 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 that's all you do. Our masters are fighting for their lives out there, and you're still munching away. You still eating? Ack, ow ow ow. Please, senior sister, I'm just a measly shrimp at the foundation establishment stage. What good would I do in a clash of this level? Quang Lan ran over, holding a roasted sweet potato. Junior brother, if you can help our master, I'll even share my sweet potato with you. But if you don't blame me when senior sister tattles on you for selling out your own master. Ugh, Fan Kim clutched his head, confused. What the hell is happening? Heavens above. What karmic debt did I, Fan Kim, incur in my past life to end up entangled with these two senior sisters? Senior sisters, it's not like I don't have a solution. Nuya Zhao gave Fan Kim's head 3 solid knocks. Then speak, spit it out already. Keep stalling like that, and I swear I'll beat you to a pulp. Fan Kim struck a pose, trying to look clever. Yes, of course. This junior has devised a formation known as the Spirit Trapping Array. With a few formation nodes set up, we can activate it. The dense spiritual energy of the Lotus Lake makes it the perfect place for such an array. Once it's activated, I'll manipulate the array. We might be able to disrupt the techniques of those within it. That's the plan. But I'll need both senior sisters to guard me while I cast it. Then we might be able to actually help Master after all? Right, sister? But our cultivation still has limits. At most, the Spirit Trapping Array can only affect cultivators at the core foundation level. We still won't be able to help Master directly. That'll be enough. I've long been waiting for a chance to join the fray and slay some enemies. Meanwhile, over on Thatchgok's side, she had just taken care of True Moo's pathetic underlings. With that, the situation was under control. Now it all rests on whether Ngok Tangfong can hold off Long Bon Bo long enough to buy us the time we need. As for Kung Viksu, we'll leave him to Big Brother to handle. He's been waiting for this day for a long time. Suddenly, Thatch Ngok sensed something strange. She turned back and saw Fan Kim, Nuya Zhao, and Quang Lan sneaking away in a suspicious manner. Where are they going? Why are those three suddenly off in that direction with their cultivation right now? Aren't they just walking straight into death? Forget it, seeing them like this. This must have been premeditated. I'll observe from afar for now. Ngok Tang Fong, you owe me one after this. Back on Ngok Tang Fong's side, he and Thieu Tin Ha had joined forces against Long Bon Bo. Brother Thieu, Long Bon Bo is no match for the two of us. Let's not leave him any chance for revenge. Let's end this in one swift strike. If so, then we must strike him down with no mercy. You dare challenge me with just the two of you? Utterly delusional. Xiao Tin Ha unleashed his palm force, charging straight at Long Bon Bo. But suddenly, a strange doubt clouded his mind. Something felt off. Why hasn't Ngok Tang Fong's attack landed yet? He turned around only to see Ngok Tang Fong was already making his escape. What a shameless opportunist, playing dirty again? Who could possibly trust this guy? Ngok Tang Fong shouted gleefully from afar. Brother Xiao, I'll leave this to you. I swear I'll offer you a proper explanation later. Xiao Tin Ha fumed with rage. Ngok Tang Fong, you won't get away with this. Long Bon Bo couldn't help but taunt. Ngok Tang Fong, you sly snake. Only someone as foolish as you would get tricked by him. What a ridiculous sight. Hearing that, Xiao Tin Ha roared. His battle spirit surged, condensing power into his palm. No more chatter, come, let's fight it out. Meanwhile, Ngok Tang Fong had reached a nearby slope. He sat down and began his breakthrough to the Golden Core realm, with Xiao Tin Ha holding him off. No one will disturb me during this crucial moment. I must make the most of this chance. A short while later, the meridians within his body were already brimming with the 5 elemental ki. Didn't think, it's only just begun. Yet already this exhausting. Suddenly, tribulation lightning began to gather, thundering down with immense pressure onto Ngok Tang Fong. The duel between Xiao Tin Ha and Long Bon Bo came to a halt as the lightning crashed from the heavens. What in the world is he trying to do? Judging by that spiritual aura, he's on the verge of breaking through to the Golden Core stage. Back over at Kuk Duon, he had just repelled the threat and resumed guarding duty, sensing the heavenly tribulation. He murmured, so it's just a Golden Core ascension. And it already stirred the heavens? As expected from someone like you. Even the guardians of order trembled in awe. Ngok Tang Fong, you're merely at the foundation realm. Yet your strength is already so terrifying. If you ascend to the core formation realm, would I be nothing more than a lamb to the slaughter? Thach Ngok watched a heavenly tribulation, awestruck. According to legend, only true heavens chosen begin to attract tribulation from the core formation stage. From that point on, every realm breakthrough would summon heavenly lightning. To think this young man possesses such monstrous talent. Truly, a surprising revelation. Suddenly, on the other side where Nuya Zhao and Quang Lan were, the two of them were intercepted by one of the True Mu's underlings. As he prepared to strike, he paused. Looking upward, petals of cherry blossoms began to flutter through the air. Those petals spiraled together, then surged toward him, searing pain erupting all over his body, and before he could react, he was slain on the spot. Thach Ngok had arrived just in time to save Nuya Zhao and her companions. Mere insects dare cause trouble before my eyes. Many thanks, senior. This place is far too perilous. It is no place for the likes of you to interfere. You lot, if not for being disciples of that little man, I wouldn't have bothered to spare your lives. Junior only wished to aid our master. Though my strength is lacking, seeing our master in peril, I cannot just stand idly by and must lend what strength I can. Senior, this junior possesses a formation called the Soul Binding Array. This formation allows manipulation of spiritual energy within its range to change and suppress flow, though it may not affect cultivators above the core formation realm. It's more than enough to hinder petty thieves in master's place. Ngok Tang Fong is a true prodigy, but I didn't expect even his disciples to possess such talents. At this critical moment of his breakthrough, Master Ngok must not be disturbed by any outside forces. Very well then. I shall stand guard with you. Our deepest thanks, senior. To have a core formation cultivator act as our guardian, what more could we ask? Even seeking death now feels like a luxury. Gone Yu gazed upon the heavenly tribulation of Ngok Tang Fong. Its might was terrifying. Such talent drew the ire of the heavens themselves. Even the heavenly Tao could not remain indifferent, and hurled down thunder to erase him, intent on wiping out his existence. If a man like this ever became our enemy, then no matter the cost, he must be eliminated. Disciples of the true Mun, heed my order. No matter what it takes, stop Ngok Tang Fong from advancing to the next realm. Yes, sir. Lan Hong Thang gave the command. Disciples of Q Kim's son, defend the sect master with your lives. No matter what happens, don't let these intruders approach even half a step. And Tai looked on, deeply worried. For the sect master to attempt a breakthrough now, is it truly a blessing or a curse for Q Kim's son? Don't overthink it, and Tai, the sect master will surely succeed. He has always overcome the impossible. At that moment, golden spiritual energy enveloped Ngok Tang Fong's entire body. He suddenly opened his eyes, ablaze with divine light. He looked straight up and roared at the heavens. Come at me then, let your thunder rain down once more. Drawing his spirit sword, Ngok Tang Fong exuded immense presence. So what if it's heavenly tribulation? The sword of Ngok Tang Fong fears no thunder. Tam Duong Kim quiet heaven thundering strike. His sword intent surged violently, clashing with the tribulation. Men and lightning, locked in fierce battle. Just a single bolt of tribulation was already enough to overwhelm me. But I can feel it. The power of thunder is not only testing me, but helping refine the 5 elemental forces within me. It's transforming them into pure elemental essence. The infinite return system joyfully displayed a message. You have endured the first heavenly tribulation. 2 more remain. Thi Tin Ha and Long Bon Bo watch from the distance. They recalled ancient tales. Once a heaven's chosen survives one tribulation, they shall break through to the core formation realm. And yet, Ngok Tang Fong overcame it so easily. No, something's not right. That wasn't the only tribulation. How could this be possible? Xiao Tinha's eyes gleamed with excitement. Unbelievable. Who would have thought that Ngok Tang Fong's talent had reached such a terrifying level? To cross blades with one such as him truly stirs my blood with excitement. So what if he is a peerless prodigy? Xiao Tinha, even if I fall short in innate talent. In the days to come, my achievements might yet rival or surpass his. Having grasped the first heavenly tribulation, Ngok Tang Fong now turned his gaze toward the disciples of the True sect charging toward him. Isn't this just a mere tribulation? Why must it offend so many hearts? It seems, being too handsome is truly a crime. Gong Vukai gave the order self-detonate, all of you. Ngok Tang Fong must not be allowed to survive. Yes, sect master, the true disciples charged in like madmen. Preparing to self-detonate, Lan Hong Thang grew anxious and called out to his disciples. 9 sword sect disciples, form a barrier. No matter what happens. Do not let them take even half a step toward the sect leader. The true sect has descended into utter madness. What should we do? As the blades neared Ngok Tang Fong from behind, he coldly declared, you wish to self-detonate? Then die by my hand. He summoned a formation plate and activated a powerful array, forcibly siphoning all spiritual power from the true death squad. Their bodies collapsed to the ground, lifeless before Ngok Tang Fong. Gong Vukai stood dumbfounded. How could their self-detonation fail? Ngok Tang Fong turned to see his 3 disciples approaching, and a smile touched his lips. So they've come as well, how unexpected. Even if it wasn't of their own intent. It still shows their loyalty. At that moment, Kuk Duong rode atop the armored dragon toward Gong Vukai. Gong Vukai! If you have any strength left, unleash it now. Xiao Tinha muttered in awe. A cultivator's self-detonation draws upon their essence, resonating with heaven and earth, creating a burst of devastating force. Yet somehow, a mere cultivator at the foundation establishment stage neutralized it. Who would have thought the 9 sword sect still had a formation master hidden among them? Though your cultivation realm is still too low, you've been a persistent thorn in my side since the beginning. Ngok Tang Fong, that last move of yours, I must admit, it caught me off guard. The second wave of the heavenly tribulation begins to surge, lightning gathering above to descend. Ngok Tang Fong stands tall, sword pointed at the heavens. This tribulation I will overcome it, or perish in the attempt. He erupts with overwhelming spiritual force, a whirlwind of energy spiraling into the skies, to resist the might of the second heavenly bolt. Suddenly, the system's interface appears. A notification. Ngok Tang Fong has successfully endured the second tribulation. Congratulations to the host for surviving the second heavenly bolt. System assisting host in dispelling residual thunder force. Initiating internal recovery protocol. Recovery progress. 85% physical restoration complete. 85% recovery, more than enough. Ngok Tang Fong is visibly elated, though he has yet to truly ascend to the core formation realm under heaven's law. He can already feel it. His strength has leapt beyond what it once was, a profound breakthrough. Convict Jiu, pale and trembling, is stripped dumb. He had once believed that the sacrificial self-detonation of his Dotruman troops would have ensured Ngok Tang Fong's demise under the tribulation. Yet now, even that desperate gambit has failed. Meanwhile, Long Bon Bo speaks to Thieu Tinha. So he has withstood the second bolt of heavenly judgment. And yet the thunderclouds linger. They haven't dispersed at all. No matter what tricks he has, he won't survive the third tribulation bolt, he scoffs. But look at him, he remains calm and unshaken. If you ask me, he just might endure it yet again. Long Bon Bo smirks darkly, scheming in silence. Ngok Tang Fong. Oh, Ngok Tang Fong. So what if you've clawed your way into the core formation realm? Today, without fail, you shall fall into the hands of my Hien Kim Mun. And with a flash, he charges toward Ngok Tang Fong like a lightning bolt. Hey Emph, let's see how long your arrogance can last. Long Bon Bo soars high into the air. Ngok Tang Fong, as an enemy of my sect, Hien Kim Mun, your fate is already sealed. The third tribulation of the heavenly Tao now descends from the skies. As if that weren't enough, Long Bon Bo unleashes the reverse water art in a vicious strike. Can Ngok Tang Fong withstand both heavenly wrath and enemy assault? If you followed this far and haven't liked the video, show some support with a like, fellow cultivators. Thieu Tinjia watches from afar, amused by the spectacle. Caught between divine lightning and Long Bon Bo's sword, Ngok Tang Fong surely faces death. But then, Ngok Tang Fong slowly draws his blade. A wave of blazing spiritual energy surges forth. The fire-born celestial technique. Crimson wall void severing blade. 3 harmonies merged. 7 sacred kai of blazing wind converge. Ngok Tang Fong, you've only just broken through to the core formation realm. Under my blade, even survival would be a miracle. Long Bon Bo lunges, sword plunging like a falling star. Fan Kim rushes in from the side, summoning a defensive array to shield his master. But time is too short, the array is incomplete. Blocking this attack fully is beyond reach. Not even close to enough. At best, this barrier can buy a brief moment. Half a breath of time just enough for Master to strike back. Fan Kim's formation resists with all its might, daring to challenge the sun and moon with a flicker of light. Long Bon Bo gathers strength and thrusts again at the barrier. Hey Emph, he stabs with renewed force, shattering the array. Fan Kim reaches his limit, spitting blood as his array disc slips from his hand. Master, you will succeed. Ngok Tang Fong smiles faintly. I won't let your faith be in vain. Die, Ngok Tang Fong. Ngok Tang Fong releases a sweeping slash. The force behind it sends Long Bon Bo flying. How is that possible? You've just stepped into the core formation realm. How could you break my reverse water blade? Ngok Tang Fong's fierce sword energy surges, shredding his opponent's robes to tatters, revealing well-defined muscles beneath. Some things are determined by talent alone. Ngok Tang Fong says coolly, radiating immortal charm. Brother, maybe I have a cheat code, do you? He points his sword directly at Long Bon Bo and declares, you always talk about killing me. But what if I let you try? Clan Lord of the Wang family, do your elders also approve of this decision? Do you truly believe our Xuanjian sect is so easily bullied? Every time you speak, it's Xuanjian sect this. You sound like a child who hasn't grown up yet. Have you even weaned off your mother's milk? Long Bon Bo was furious. Damn it, Ngok Tang Fong, you court death. Just then, the system within Ngok Tang Fong displayed a new message. Congratulations, host, for breaking through the heavenly Tao and reaching core formation. Please choose one of the fate-altering abilities. Option 1. Old Lee's Flying Sword. A fate-defying, growth-type ability. Condenses a golden sword from spiritual energy. Its damage scales with Cultivation Realm. Also grants a 1% chance to ignore all defense. Option 2. Single-Sided Shield. Another fate-defying, growth-type ability. Allows condensation of a spiritual shield. Its defense scales with cultivation level. Reduces damage taken by 20%. Also provides a chance to become immune to damage. Option 3. Heaven-defying puppet hand. Upon slaying an enemy, there's a chance to revive their body and turn them into your puppet. Said puppet will inherit 50% of the original strength. And Gok Tang Fong began to ponder. Old Li's flying sword might be useful. But his own attack power at the same realm was already near unrivaled. If not invincible, he was at least top tier. Choosing that would be like painting flowers on porcelain, beautiful but unnecessary. The single-sided shield, however, was tempting. Especially considering how close he'd come to losing his life just moments ago during tribulation. Right now, that shield might prove useful. In fact, it might be exactly what he needs. As for the heaven-defying puppet hand, it was too shady and impractical. No need to even consider it. And Gok Tang Fong made his choice single-sided shield. The system responded immediately. Congratulations, host, on acquiring single-sided shield, a fate-defying ability with growth potential. Since the host is the first in the world to break through the heavenly Tao and reach core formation, you may now select one additional reward. First choice, the Hua Dragon Sword. An Oath rank low-grade sword-shaped artifact. It carries a random elemental attribute. Second, the Jushan Sword Formation. Allows one to arrange a formation using 4 swords. Can conjure spiritual swords using spiritual power. These swords form a killing array. It may safeguard the one who casts the formation, or annihilate foes within its bounds. Though the Hua Dragon Sword is an Earth-grade treasure, I can simply return it as a reward. The Longquan Sword, though merely a profound grade artifact, suffices for my current cultivation. The Jushan Sword Formation, however. This reward is truly useful. Offense and defense in one. The sword formation is a powerful means. To surpass one's own level and defeat stronger foes. No need to hesitate. This is the one. I choose the sword formation. And Gok Tang Fong selects the Jushan Sword Formation. Congratulations, cultivator, you have comprehended the Jushan Sword Formation. And Gok Tang Fong soars into the skies. Right before Longban Bo, he charges forward toward Longban Bo. Now that I've broken through the heavenly Tao and stepped into the core formation realm, let me use Longban Bo as my first test subject. Let's see what level my strength truly stands at now. Meanwhile, at the Tu Zhaosak's side, amidst fierce battle, the elder grew anxious, his face drained of color. And Gok Tang Fong has successfully ascended. If that is so, even Longban Bo may be powerless against him. I must find a way to retreat, or I shall truly perish in this place. He ordered the Tu Zhao disciples to prepare for escape. The rest of them. The very fate of the Tu Zhao sect is now at hand. Disciples of Tu Zhao, with me, break through. Even if we die, we live and fall as one with Tu Zhao sect. Dong Kuk rode in with the might of an armored dragon. So long as I am here, this place stands. Do you truly believe you can escape? I may not be your match, but if I wish to leave, then leave I shall. You shall not hope to detain me any longer. The elders on this side were observing Gong Wushi's actions, and began to discuss among themselves. It seems Gong Wushi intends to flee with that troublesome old man. We'll deal with him shortly. Hee. Leave it to me. I'll make sure he suffers for it. Shen Tong, you're as devious as ever. But I must say I quite enjoy it. If it weren't for the sake of letting our big brother have his revenge. Otherwise, I would have slain Gong Wushi long ago. The Bureau is chasing Gong Wushi to the ends of the earth. 35 from East Ha, 35 from West Ha, our business is far from over. Do you really believe you can escape? Gong Wushi growled in fury. As long as I still draw breath, what fear do I have of a burning forest? With my cultivation at late core formation realm, there must be a place in all of Vin Nin Prefecture that will harbor me. Suddenly, he turned around, only to realize that standing before him were 2 elders. They had summoned 2 giant stone guardians to block his path. Did you even bother asking my brothers if you'd be allowed to leave? The 2 elders brought their hands together, and the stone giants smashed Gong Wushi to the ground with overwhelming force. At that very instant, the 5th elder drove a dagger deep into his back. I treated you all with kindness. Why would you betray me like this? Kuk Duong descended on a battle-armored dragon, shouting, Today, our century-long enmity shall be cleansed once and for all. The dragon lands spears down like a divine judgment, pinning Gong Wushi to the ground, barely breathing. Kuk Duong and the elders walked toward him. Gong Wushi's golden core was shattered. His meridians crippled. With such grave injuries, he wouldn't survive for long. Gong Wuxi struggled to speak his final words. To die by your hand I hold no resentment. But I have one final request. I beg you spare Van Ni's life. You've already destroyed his cultivation. Let him live on as a mere mortal. But Kuk Duong said nothing and turned to leave with the others. The fifth elder sneered. What worth do you have now? What right do you have to beg anything of us? Gong Wushi's thoughts drifted to the old days. The days he shared joy with Kuk Duong. If only I had chosen differently that year. Would we have met such a tragic end? He wept in regret. But it was already far too late. Switching to the reversal sword after withstanding Lin Bon Bo's blow, he finally collapsed from exhaustion. How are you, master? Are you all right? I didn't bring shame to you, did I? Zhang Lan was overwhelmed with emotion. Junior brother, you were amazing. Master has successfully broken through. You must hold on, junior brother. Master will surely heal your wounds. Even Yuexia was in tears. Please recover soon, junior brother. When you do, I'll share my watermelon with you. Senior sister, your watermelon doesn't taste good at all. With that, the reversal sword closed his eyes.